Um, this is a info session for the Singapore Festival to commemorate 60 years independence of Singapore National Day. So we are putting up a big do. Uh, I'll I will let Richard fill up the blanks on the details, but the main thing is we like to focus. I mean, feature. Of course, with any celebration, food is a very important part of the event. And what you call. So we would like to showcase our food that is reflective of Singapore's rich cultural heritage. So that's why we are reaching out to everyone, not only Singaporean restaurants, but also to neighboring countries, Malaysia and Indonesia as well. So we hope that you guys will be able to participate and also, join in these festivities. It's going to be a big thing. I think that is going to have a lot of exposure, a lot of good publicity. It already came out in the Singapore Straits Times a few days ago about this event. So I'm sure more to follow. With that, I will let Richard fill up the blanks. I've told you the date. It's going to be September 21st on Sunday. It's from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., so it's a long day. Um, and the other details, I let Richard take over. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Jai, for doing the introductions. Thank you, everyone, for coming and joining this call. I'm really delighted to meet you. So I'll just really quickly kind of kick this off. So this event, Singapore Festival, is not just a double celebration for the Singapore 60th independence. Its main intention is for Singapore Connect is hoping to create a recurring festival every single year. Basically, it is to celebrate Singapore culture and as well as the regional Southeast Asia's heritage itself. So it's on September 21st, as Jai said, and the theme for this, the tagline for this year is 60 years young, still shook, and the theme is a legacy of 60 years. So the Singapore Festival, let's talk about what it is. So what is the Singapore Festival? So we want to, create a unique identity for Singaporeans and for friends and fans of Singapore in the larger America. So,
Yes. I'm on a call.
Jai, I'm going to mute you just in case. All right, thank you. So this whole event itself is going to be bringing in unique songs, culture, history, and so on, and to bring people together and let people know what is Singapore all about and what is Southeast Asia. Where are we on the map itself? So it is an event. It's a people's party. It is organized by the community, Singaporeans community, and we like to bring in our neighbors. You guys are as much part of our heritage as we are in yours. So the target audience is about 3,000 people. We are targeting Bay Area working professionals, fans and friends of Singapore, cultural enthusiasts, food lovers, and of course Singaporeans and their family. So it's everyone. And the age group we are targeting is Gen Z and millennials. We're also targeting the second generation of our descendants, basically us being first generation immigrants. We have kids and we'd like them to know more about our heritage itself. So it's going to be on September 21st, as said. So what is it there? Tapita is our creative director for the first ever immersive theater based on the history of Singapore. Now, what is immersive theaters. I'm not sure how many of you have experienced this, but in San Francisco, Fisherman Wharf, there is something called the San Francisco Dungeon. It is an experience where you can where they take you station to station, and in each station there is a play acting, and it is totally interactive. It brings the audience into the environment that you're going to go through. That's what the immersive theater is going to be. So once you go through the immersive theater, you'll be brought into an open space, which is basically modern Singapore. And that's where you're going to have a marketplace where people are going to bring in trinkets, startups, environments, consultation for people who wants to relocate there, to work, to retire, to study, and so on and so forth. And then there's also an entertainment, a stage where we have performance, and of course, most importantly, food. You know, so this is where the food comes in. And what we have brought is we actually had brought the director, the producer of Crazy Rich Asian to join us for an exclusive talk as well. We also have stand-up comedians, Elisha, who will be doing a skit for us. And similarly, we will have games and other trivial stuff that that comes in on this point. And like what we're trying to do is we're trying to give our audience, many of which doesn't know what Singapore is, a taste of Southeast Asia. So we are curating and trying to bring in food that's unique of our region, to give people a chance to try it out and to see this is what Southeast Asia looks like. And similarly, the environment is we're going to try to set up using a mix of mural, tables, and other stuff to create the kind of the hawker center scene in the environment. So why should you be kind of joining us? Well, firstly, we have 3,000 people, so it's a large audience. And secondly, there will be a lot of people who is foodie. We'll be advertising in places that is targeted to people who likes the different culture and food. So to be coming in expecting to try something new. So this is a cultivated audience. And with such a big audience itself, there will be naturally a large crowd who is hoping to learn more about Southeast Asia and the food and other stuff. And you'll get a lot of community recognition as well. And it drives business to your restaurants because people will be asking is, hey, where can I get more of this? And this is the opportunity to create your branding and have people come back and have return customer. So we like you to kind of consider coming to this event. And at this point, I'm going to kind of close and open it up for questions and anything that people would like to find out more. Would that work? All right. I kind of want to open up for questions. Anyone has anything that you'd like to find out more about this event? Well, I don't want to kind of everybody's kind of quiet
I
here.
think they need to know. I mean, we haven't finalized the details about the exact location, but we can roughly say where it's going to be in the Bay Area, right?
Yes. So part of it is because we're still we're still finalizing the contract, so we can't give you the exact location name, but it's going to be in Summertel.
Yeah, I
That's
think
part of the legal requirements by the location site operator.
another pressing question everybody wants to know is what is the fee to participate? So we have told people that it's 10% of the gross sales, but not more than $1,000. Is that still current?
It takes a lot to actually put together an event. So 10% is definitely current. We really want to kind of work with everybody to see how we could make this happen. It's a really important piece here.
And I mean, the potential to generate revenue is there. I mean, you're talking about estimated 3,000 people. Yes, it's a whole day event. Um, you know, we do see a potential in the generating sufficient revenue for the place, but also the fringe benefits is like like what Richard said about brand recognition, introducing the food, interacting with new potential customers, um, you know co- corporate catering events. So all these things will enhance your will be enhanced with your presence there as well.
I also want to add to the non-Singaporean restaurants that are joining us. It's also good now that you have a new demographic of people that will now be exposed to you and your food. So that's also an added plus.
Yeah. And as Richard was very kind to mention that we're featuring not only Singapore food but Southeast Asian food, and Singapore food by itself is a diverse food. So food like Indonesian food, Malaysian food, Indian, Chinese, Thai food, somewhat considered Singaporean food as well. So that's why it will be part of the Singapore fabric as well. Food
And
fabric as well.
right. And we imagine this to be really massive and to have 3,000 and I mean we are proud of our Singaporean restaurant owners, but it's a lot for us all to take this on. So it's nice to share this with everybody. And also when we have more of us, we don't each have to make 3,000 portions, we're estimating between 800 to 1,000 each, and then we just share it with everyone. I think it's much more easier to handle that way versus trying to make 3,000 worth of food, which is a lot. So if we can share this source of revenue with everyone, it'd be great. And there's a lot of advantage to this, especially after you leave this event. I mean, you would potentially have 3,000 new customers that's going to come to you, if that. So
Right. And to make it easy for you guys, I mean, we know a lot of restaurants, they kind of like hesitant because the sales tax and all that stuff, logistics and all the things. We're making it easy. If you have a food truck, then we have a place for you just by the venue. And if you want to have a stall inside, we are limited by what we can and cannot do. We cannot have any open flames, so no heavy cooking. But you can always have an induction or electric stove that doesn't have any open flames or doesn't emit smoke. So that's provided. Every vendor will have a booth, a minimum of 10 by 10 or 10 by 15. And then you'll be given two tables, possibly a tablecloth, plus some deco to, like what Richard and Nora said, um, to show the kopitiam coffee shop hawker center scene that is common in Southeast Asia. So that's what we will be providing. And we have the reason why we are requesting for a 10% fee is because this event takes a lot of money to host. We have to pay the event center because we are not taking food from them, so we have to buy them out. So that what you are paying is basically what we need to pay the event center, whereby we are allowed to bring our own food vendors in. No alcohol um, sales, but you are free to bring whatever you think that will fit. On the application form, for those of you who received it, you have the option 1, option 2, and then um, backup alternative 1 and 2, and we'll try to accommodate all your first and second requests. And then that's not limited. I mean, if you say that, uh, say you are suggesting nasi padang. Nasi padang, although it may be one item, you might have 3 different entrees with the nasi padang. So that's still considered one. You might have nasi lemak with 2 or 3 different entrees with it. And then things like that, And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to Nora or myself or anybody in this on this call. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help out. Um, and if you think that, gosh, I like to participate, but I don't think I can cook for 1,000 people or 3,000 people. Let us know. We'll work with you guys. There are some legal requirements that's needed. You need to have a business license, a health permit, and a liability insurance. If you don't have that, let us know. We'll try to work it out with you to see how we can park you under another banner. Of course, that would not restrict you from advertising your business, though it might be limited. But we'll work out with whatever that 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 will fit best, or best that what you can do for us.
Yes, you had the opportunity to look at an example of the site map, so you can see how big the location looks like, and what type of space you or have the opportunity to work with. So if there's any questions, we are more than welcome to address them here in this forum. And then, if not, if you come out with a question later, just feel free to call us and let us know.
I do have a few questions.
Yes, please.
Okay. The first thing that I come up to my mind is that the on-site permit, who's going to take care of it for the vendor? Usually, the city or county required a permit for the vendor, especially if you are cooking over there on the site, and it costs money. Who's going to take care of that? Is it us or you guys as the event host? The other thing that I'm thinking is that, is the event designed for people to take out, for take the food home or eat there? The other thing also is that, can we sell the same thing, or different vendor has a different must have a different stuff to sell? Like, if I sell nasi padang, the other vendor cannot sell nasi padang, or if I sell something A, then the other vendor cannot sell A, or they can sell A too, something like that. I just want a clarification on that.
Sure. Jai and Nora, would you like to take that?
Yeah. The permit is required by the county. That's true. We believe that, if I'm not mistaken, according to our event organizer, event planner, it's about $230. At this point of time, unfortunately, the vendor has to be the one paying for it. But we will help. We will assist in the application. Our event planner can assist us with that. But at this point of time, unfortunately, that would be the case. It's required by county. There's nothing we can do about it. Every vendor will need to have that. Your second question is, yes, we would be providing, again, hence the cost that we are requesting, the 10%. It goes to the rental of tables and chairs. There'll be tables and chairs set out all in the food area, and spillovers, as well, so people can sit down there and enjoy the food. And again, as I said, it's a long hour, so people might come multiple times for food. And of course, everything will be served in disposables, so people can are free to tapao to pack to go. There's nothing stopping them. But we will be providing ample sitting areas for people to enjoy the food there and there. There is, as I said, there's no open cooking, so try not to have things that that you require to cook there. But you know, anything with heating facilities. I mean, you can bring your own induction stove, um, a food warmer. That's perfectly fine. Second, the last part of it is we'll, as I said, you know, we all have option one, proposal one, proposal two, and then alternative 3 and 4. The reason why we are saying that is because we try to have every vendor to be unique, that there would be any duplicates. Not for anything, but you know, we want to have a variety of options, but also, you know, we don't want to be competing against each other. Having said that, having said that, if you have something very very unique and then we'll work through it. But you know, I believe that there would be very little overlapping, especially when it comes to
We want your menu to be exclusive.
yeah.
So
No.
yeah. So if you are doing nasi padang, then nobody else will do it. It'll
Yeah.
just be yours.
Now, the thing that I also thinking is that do we need to submit what we are selling to you,
Yes. Yes.
event planner, or no?
Yeah, you have to submit it prior to this because we are the reason why we need all your menu by this week is because Richard might explain better. We are going to send it for print and promotional event to show who's going to be there, what food is going to be available, and you know that's why we need those things. I mean, you know, if you want to be, you don't have to be very very specific. Like nasi padang is something very uh, unique to Indonesia and parts of Malaysia and Singapore, but the lauk, the what do you call lauk? The dishes can
Yeah.
can be decided later. You know.
Okay.
If you need me to resend the form, let me know. But I did email it to Ibu Henny and Dapur Ngebol's email. But the form is there. If you want me to resend it, I can.
No, it's okay. I just come up. I haven't read the form yet because we are busy right now.
Yeah. Thank you. I know you're coming to this meeting means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Going back to
Henry,
the permit thing. So we just give you the money, the $200, and then the event host, meaning you guys, gonna take care of it. While we provide on top of the providing the information that's needed.
The you mean for the permit?
Yes. So we give you the money, like 200 something that you said earlier.
We'll 230 if I'm not mistaken, according to our event planner. We will help. We'll help. We'll probably do it all together, get everybody's application together and file at the same time. You know.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, put in the
yeah, just to kind of add to that, to what Jai shared earlier, Henry, the purpose of trying to capture the menu ahead of time is one is to make sure there is no duplication, and secondly, we are publishing it online. And so when we kick off the registration and sales in mid-July itself, we want to have an opportunity to show the attendees what type of food they are getting themselves into. So a lot of people is going to be encouraged to buy the food voucher ahead of time. So you actually know how much food you're coming in to provide. So that's one of the big advantage of doing it this way, is that once you provide a menu of the food that you want to present to your to the audience itself. We'll put it on the website. We'll get pictures and other stuff, and then the people is going to buy ahead of time. So that's going to be a big plus. So you actually know how much kind of sales is coming on in, and then on the actual day itself, we also have the opportunity for the various folks to continue to buy vouchers that they can exchange for food itself. So we're trying to make sure that we are also showing a little taste of Silicon Valley in making it high tech as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think first steps first is to put in the application, and then we'll follow up with next steps.
Okay.
Ibu, Henny, and Bapak, do you know if Rasa Rasa still has their food truck?
Yes, they do.
They do. Yeah, I just text Joe. It'd be great because it'd be nice to have a food truck also for the experience.
Yeah, we need a satay vendor that has a food truck as well, because satay is very much part of the cuisine that we like to feature. But unfortunately, our satay person cannot join us on this day. So
I can
it
make.
would be nice. So, do you guys have any other questions? You can take it offline if you if you have any questions later on. I hope I explained the process well. For those of y'all who do not have the application form yet, and who wish to who's interested in looking through it, let me or Nora know, and we'll send it your way. And as Richard said, we are a little bit crunch of time because we wanted to finalize the menu by today, but we're going to extend it for a few more days because we wanted to make sure that all bases are covered, and we needed to have them ahead of time because, like what Richard said, we are going to publicize it online, and let people know that what's happening during Singapore Festival 2025.
And most importantly, anticipate like how much for you to make. I know that's important to you. So we don't have any shortages or anything like
Wastage, yeah.
waste. Okay.
Yeah, and for everyone, we have set up a WhatsApp group, for questions, for communication, and so on. If you guys are open, you can provide a phone number that you use with your WhatsApp, and then we can also pull you into that group, and that will make a lot more simplified. Things make it more smooth and everything. You don't have to kind of get so analog in this case as well.
Right. The site has already been created. So if you're committed, we will quickly add you to that chat group so that you know what's going on.
Yeah. And before we let you go, if you know anybody that, that is would be interested to join us, let us know, because this is open to Southeast Asian food and alike. So there are people out there we do not know of that are interested. Let us know. We'd love to have them.
I just want to add something to it, is that, every time there's a festival, one of the biggest highlights is really the food. And, we would love to have you all join us, because that's where many, many foodies will be coming through. They want to know, they want to taste what is it like, in Singapore, in Southeast Asia. And so it will be great if you can join us and let people know, if you have people in the same, in the same line of what you do, and maybe a different food or whatever, and it's really something unique to our Southeast Asian culture, please do not hesitate to let them know, and refer them to us. We will try our best to, explain to them again, maybe without another info session, but at least we'll explain to them what you need, what they need to know. And you also, if you have more questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Nora and Jai are very knowledgeable about in this area, so please help us with that. Okay.
And
Um,
if you like larger event information like location, traffic, what is the marketing, what is the other stuff, Nora and Jai can refer to us, or you can directly ask us in the group itself. We'll be there as well.
we also like to let you know that while we are inviting people, the space is limited to only 10 vendors. Only 10 vendors. So while we welcome participation, there is a limit of how many vendors we can accept. The event center has limited it to 10 vendors only. And if you have a food truck, don't worry that you'll be isolated. We will make sure that there's ample signage as well as volunteers directing people to your food truck outside. And I believe it's adjacent to where
Yes.
the makan area is,
Yes, is. And we have a lot of seatings for the attendees as well. So don't worry about them not having a place to sit. So you're going to have very cultivating and attentive audience who's coming. And you also get to know exactly how much type of sales you're going to be developing, because people is going to be buying voucher ahead of time. So that gives you a lot of a way for you to tell how your business is going to be.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say that. Don't worry about the payment part. You don't have to have your own payment system. It's all by voucher system. We'll be pre-selling the vouchers before the event, so we'll roughly have a rough idea of how much food to prepare and how many people are we expecting, and then you exchange your vouchers for cash. The coupons, I mean. And you don't have to worry about all the sales, the filing the sales tax and everything. It'll be covered within the organizers will be taking care of that part. Any other questions? Nora, you have anything else to say, Nora?
I don't. I think everybody knows how to reach out to us. They do. I want to just advise everybody to put in your application as soon as possible so we can get it started with next steps.
All right. Yes. Richard, do you have anything to say, Tabitha?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on to this
Yes.
info
Thank you so much for
session.
coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Tabitha, Nora.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.